This is a letter I recently wrote to my 18-year-old self. Dear Nick, if I only knew then what I know now, you would have had a totally different life. I know you were broken and just wanted somebody to be there for you. You did. You had God and your true inner self. You were just blinded by all the lies and fantasies. It's okay though. You needed time to learn the difference. Don't worry, things will get better. At times you may not feel like it, but you do carry that strength deep down within you. You may feel like life isn't fair and everybody is against you. It's okay to feel whatever you feel, but don't let it consume you. You have 1,001 feelings: guilt, shame, hurt, anger, and those, they're just a few. I would love to tell you to feel it and let it go, but you won't. It's okay though, you'll get it eventually. If I can give you any kind of hope or a light at the tunnel, listen to me now. Who you are now is not who you will be in 20 years. You may not feel like you are somebody, but trust me, you will be. You have worth, you have value, you have God, you have family, and you have friends. Everything you feel like you don't have, you've actually had your whole entire life. It was just hidden beneath all that crap. But don't be afraid when you do grab that shovel, dig, baby, until you can find them. You are so many things you never thought you were even capable of. That mantra of never give up has been instilled in you since you were a child. It will remain there and help you along your journey. Just know, I am the light at the end of the tunnel waiting for you. I would love for this letter to be an inspiration to anyone who needs a boost of hope. Viktor Frankl said, when we can no longer change our situations, we are challenged to change ourselves. Frankl was a Jew who was imprisoned in the death camps in Nazi Germany. Some would view him as hopeless. Others, they would see him as a hero. The Nazi, they saw him as filth fit to die. Perception colors how we see everything, including people, doesn't it? That certainly goes for inmates, especially those of us serving life sentences. Some of you in the audience and those watching online are unsure of how to view us. When I've asked around, I have found that there are two different perceptions of how people look at us. Some are scared, and they don't want to have anything to do with what frightens them. Others feel like they can learn from us, and they love to talk to us. Those who are willing find that we try to give hope in what looks like a hopeless situation. They find we want to encourage everyone and realize that it is possible to change. Those who choose to step closer to us realize that we lifers are there for anyone who's feeling down, lonely, or just needs a push. Don't be afraid. We're not monsters. This is us now, but often society is unable to see us for who we are. They're not here. They have no idea who we were or even who we have become. Media seldom presents the facts of our situations. They only show the sensational aspects. And society has now become terrified of us. Scientist Marie Curie said, "Nothing in life is to be feared. It is to only be understood. Now is the time to understand more so that we may fear less." Let me help you understand us better. When we lifers were first sentenced, we asked ourselves, should we even care? Why not just be that person that everyone thinks that we are? We were convinced that we were just throwaways, that strength and self-worth were buried way too deep to even be uncovered. It took time to see that although we were in this place, we could transform. Programs offered to us helped us get a view of the possible. They helped us heal. We challenged ourselves to change. But not only that, to use that knowledge that we gained to help other inmates reinstate their capacity to change. It's okay for those of you on the outside too. More than okay. I'd like to challenge you to examine your own perceptions of those with life sentences. Did you know, for instance, Carol Ann Fugate, who served 18 years of a life sentence, has been the only woman to ever be released from a life sentence? That was 42 years ago. That was before I was even born. We want you to know that women lifers, we're just pushed to the wayside. We don't get the publicity the men do. I get it that the numbers of incarcerated men are greater, but they do receive more media time, more positive attention from their programming, and also because of the overcrowding, which only seems to be a disadvantage, more men are transitioned back into society. In the past 20 years, 2 men serving life have had their sentences commuted and been released. Women? 0. That is despite the fact that women lifers are continuing to prove that we are productive members of our community. Let me give you some examples. We crochet items for the newborns, the veterans, and the elderly. We organize and hold events such as the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Awareness Walk and Chapter 25 Kids Against Hunger. We also donate clothes and money to local missions and national disaster relief funds. And those, they're just a few. Women lifers are also a great asset to the prison community. We help women with shorter sentences find the tools they need to use when they get out. We want to help them see that rehabilitation is possible so they don't ever return. We would love to be allowed into your community to show you who we are now, how we've changed, and share with you our ideas to make our society a better place. I ask the people here and the viewers to take notice and take action to support us. And not forget, we are people too. Life incarceration isn't always the answer. While life sentences have increased in the United States, some countries, they've had success with doing away with them. If you believe in redemption, please take a stand and advocate against the use of life sentences. I know change is possible for lifers. It's also possible for people to change their perception of us. Recently, I have met 2 women who have come out to NCCW, and they had no idea what a life sentence was like, or even who we are as people. They've been volunteering on a regular basis now, and they've come to know us. Do you know what they tell us? They wouldn't mind if we were their neighbors, that no matter what, they would still feel safe and cared for in their community. We hope more people learn that we can and do change, and life sentences do not honor that. Know now, this is us, and we are unburied treasure. Thank you.